Matt and Nick in Delray, Palm Beach County, and Dawn Watson. How are you guys doing? Dawn, what about you? Biggest win, biggest challenge of this year so far going into this crazy fall market?
Biggest win is I've had a huge number of transactions. I'm working on my 22nd transaction of the year. So
nice.
I'm very excited about that. Biggest challenge is that I really need more time, which I'm working on. It's a great problem to have.
How do you think about the goal you're setting for the end of the year and how you actually going to attack it tactically?
Certainly have a number in mind, and I'm working toward that. And I think I'm going to hit it, and that's great. I think going forward as well, I just want to double every year what I did the year before. And the biggest and best way for me to do that, because most of my work comes from people already in my sphere. I think staying, really top of mind for people who I know and who know me, getting my face out there, leaning really heavily into my which is hamptonspartygirl.com. And making sure that nothing falls off the table. I mean, it is my and it's very helpful. Like, I need to just stay on top of the administrative stuff, which luckily I have an assistant who's helping me with that. I started that when I was no longer a girl nor a party person, but it was a very successful site back in the day, pre-internet, like pre-Instagram. And I've just revived it.
I was going to say, website, pre-internet. Mind.
I have a referral for Dawn. I'm calling you after.
Woohoo!
See,
I'll be glad to return the favor.
That's awesome. Yeah, Dawn does this. It's in the house. You're not going to throw it away. You're not going to give it to someone else. It's always going to be there. So every time they see it, and they're going to think of you consciously or subconsciously. And two, especially if you do the same type of art and you're really farming a specific neighborhood, people become friends. You're connecting sellers, you're connecting buyers to people, and they go to the house and you say, oh, you have one too. It's like, you have billionaires. They're like, oh, you also have a Picasso? I have a Picasso. Now you can say, oh, wait, did you work with Dawn Watson? Because I have the same art in my house. Yeah, that's what she looked so great. Yeah, she was great. Dawn, what do you do?
I do that as a closing gift, but I also, at the end of every year, I give a very specific gift from me that I've kind of looked for and curated all through the year. I give it to every single person I've ever worked with. Like last year, they all got this cool wooden hand-carved heart. Small, but it's just that way everybody can see. People put it on their desk or at their house, and so it's cool. So like the Dawn Club, and I like to do that. And I have a lot of referral and repeat business. So, yeah.
Nice. Listen, you want to be memorable, right? How can you be clear, concise, memorable? It's that know, like, and trust factor that we're all building.
I have a pastoral approach to helping my clients, and so I really, from the very, very beginning, before they're ready to list, it could be 2 or 3 years before, I really am there for them. And I think that that's something that people like because they feel taken care of. And the same thing, I get clients from the other side who ask me to represent them on their next deal a lot. I just try to stay really focused and hands-on and do anything I can to help them make their lives better through real estate.
Right. This is a relationship business no matter what. Use our tools, resources, systems to buy your time back, but then lean into that service because this is still people working with people. It's agents working with home buyers, home sellers. Support.